Hello. Danny Moon here. Call me what you want as long as it's respectful. I am back for the second time, Saggies. This is going out to my Sagittarius collective. Um, the disclaimers are everything that I channel or any cards that I pull will not resonate with everyone. I would appreciate it if you can listen to the end, take what you can, and give the rest to the universe. The reason this is my second video is because I recorded the whole thing. It was 52 minutes and it was juicy with advice, everything. And when I looked back at it, there was no sound. So my sound wasn't up, and I hope it's up now. It better be. So let's get a recap of that first video. Basically, it was about a struggle going on within the Sagittariuses. Something's going on either with a spouse or work, co-workers, a boss, a friend, a best friend, a cousin, a family member. Something's going on. Saggies, y'all are not communicating well. Something is not going well with your energy. You're releasing tension. You're releasing discomfort. You're releasing annoyance. And some of you are even bored out there. Bored with your daily routine. Bored with your spouse. Bored with going to work and coming home. Bored with just your life, period. And that's understandable. There's nothing wrong with that. The whole energy thing, that is something, the energy thing and the boredism thing, you can fix. When it comes to the energy thing, if you're in this metaphysical world, learn about crystals. Get these black tourmaline, black obsidian. Walk with it in your purses, in your pockets, in your bras, whatever. Just walk with it. And a lot of it has to do, Saggies, with your thoughts. I really want y'all to do some research on this universe and how this universe, the planets, the moon energy, I want you to do some research on that. Now, excuse the lighting in here, y'all. I really should, I shouldn't have y'all posted up right here, but I was tired of using my this little thing. Because that wasn't a good angle. But then I said to myself, it's not really about me. It's about the messages that I'm delivering. And the first taping was about trying to get your energy together, pulling back, taking a different perspective, stop being angry. And it was when I channeled, I got a few things. One of the things was quiet. You know, spirit talks to me in words, pictures, numbers, visions, and feeling. You know, that they'll give me the feeling of, and smell. You know, they talk to me any kind of way they want, you know, but I don't really get like, hey girl, let me tell you about the Sagittarius. It's not like that, you know. So a lot of it comes in words. And one of the words was quiet. So either right now you're not communicating at all because you're frustrated. You're communicating with yourself, and these thoughts are negative. You know what I mean? So they just told me angry. A lot of you are angry out there. When they gave me the word quiet, they also showed me the High Priestess card, and she is very quiet. The High Priestess card is about magic, about her being intuitive. Her or him, there's no gender. So everybody in the world has these gifts. The way I channel and the way I talk to spirit and the way I'm psychic, everyone, cat, dog, man, woman, everyone is psychic. But not everybody's tapped in, you know, or some people are just getting tapped in. It's okay. But you got to ask yourself, do you want to build on these skills? And because if you build on these skills, it will only help you. It will only further your career, your life, your love life, your family life. It will only better you. And the foundation to this whole thing of being a psychic, because we all are, is meditation. And everything that I said to you in that last recording, you got the Four of Swords, which is about meditation. Now, don't get me wrong, these cards mean a lot of different things, but the foundation to the Four of Swords is getting rest, rejuvenation, meditating, being quiet, listening to where your gut, where God, your source, whoever it is pulling you. Spirit, God, the universe, your spirit guides, they're nudging you right now. They're nudging you to do something different, to let your guard down. Saggies, it's okay to cry. I didn't mention that in the other video. It's okay to cry, and you don't have to be alone. That's another thing in the other reading that a lot of the cards was like, you got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is an awesome card, but the energy I was getting was, I did this on my own. Me. I. Saggies, let me tell you, if y'all are not in that energy, then you can disregard that statement. But the people who really internalize that, and if you really step back and think about it, if you are in that energy, you got to get out of that, because you didn't create yourself. Everyone has a creator. So, you have to understand that people are loving. You have a support system. People are loving you. You got the Page of Cups. You got the Page of Swords. Those are message cards, and the Page of Cups is about somebody who admires you, who loves you, who wants to help you. But you have to be open enough to really receive that, okay? And right now, that moon that we had on the 16th, 15th, or 16th, depending on where you was at, the energy is still here. It doesn't really end until like June 3rd, but I'm not an astrologer. Please go to YouTube University and make sure that I'm correct. But the energy is going to last for a long time. Plus, the planet has shifted. We as a collective have shifted. And what do I mean by that? You feel different. You're getting different downloads. You're having dreams. You're feeling different. You're feeling like you want to isolate. You're feeling like you don't want certain people around you or anyone around you. Because I'm in that boat too. And I understand, but that's energy that you have to balance. You can't push everybody away. You can't be cocky. You can't be I'm right, because you did get the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about winning at all costs. No matter what, pushing people away, and you don't even know it until it's all over. So, Saggies, I don't want to come down on you in that last taping in the reading, but there are things for you to work through. A lot of it has to do with self-involvement, accountability. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but when I say take a step back, you got to say, am I arguing too much? Am I giving too much bad energy? Am I giving too much of my energy? Because another thing, Saggies, y'all are really big-hearted people. Y'all do give. You know what I mean? You do. And right now, Spirit is telling me attitude. Because sometimes, and this doesn't go for everyone, and don't kill me in the comments, but sometimes you'll give, and then have an attitude behind it. No one will know because you are quiet, and you don't really express your feelings, and you really don't communicate. And when you do communicate, it comes out like, you know what I'm saying? And in the energy of the last reading, it was giving me Taurus vibes. It was giving me stubborn. It was giving me blocked. Defense. And you did get the Seven of Wands. You know what I mean? And the Seven of Wands, again, the cards mean a lot of different things. But the Seven of Wands, with the energy I was getting, was whether you was either on defense, or you was standing your ground, creating boundaries. But there's a way to create boundaries. You don't want to push people away. You want to have an open ear and listen to advice. You don't have to act on it, but be open enough to listen to it, okay? And also, y'all, a lot of this, this energy had to do with relationships. So if you are bored or annoyed in your relationship, I'm not telling you to get out of it, But what I am telling you to do is find a solution. And you know what? In that last reading, I did not pull a romance card, but I am about to pull a romance card for you guys now. Okay? And I can tell you my phone is sitting on like a bowl, and I have one of my crystals like propping it up. So the last video it fell, and I picked it back up. And I understand that things like that are not professional, but it's just like the lighting. Like I said about the lighting, it's not about my phone or the lighting or my do-rag or my what I look like. It's about the message, because that last reading was really good, and it was thick and it was juicy and it had a lot of advice, but you got to hear it. So even if you have to turn off the lights and listen to these messages, just listen. And that was, again, you had two overall energy cards. One was love, because Spirit is saying you are a big-hearted collective. But now it's time for you to show that. And we're not talking about giving money or giving something, give some of your energy with discernment and love. And sometimes it's time for you to bring that good energy to you instead of putting it out there everywhere. You did get the Temperance card and you got the Star card, which is two great cards, but in both of them it's about not having balance, or trying to maintain balance. And if you don't really understand what that means if every day I'm talking to you, I'm giving you all my energy because all of this talking is coming from my soul, you got to pull back sometimes and say, you know what, let me hear what you got to say. Let me be quiet for a minute. Even though I'm right, let me just hear what you got to say. And really open your spiritual ears and see if you can, if there's some wiggle room to either walk away cordially or make things better or something. You know what I'm saying? And you did get the Four Cups. The Four Cups is about one, being bored, but it's also about not manifesting the right way. In the the Four Cups, the Four Cups, this guy is sitting up against a wall with his arms folded. He looks it's 12:12 on the clock. He looks annoyed or upset. And then the fourth cup, the three cups are in front of him, and then the fourth cup is coming in. And that's because he's so focused and giving so much of his energy to this one person, place, or thing that he don't even see the blessings around him. You know what I'm saying? And the blessing, you got to see what your blessings are around you so that it can soften this shell, this shell that you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, what was the second overall energy? It was, I want to say it was take a step back. Maybe it's right here on the top of the deck. Look. Love. And I'm going to keep these out. It was love and it was spirit guides. And throughout the entire 52 minutes, I kept talking to you about your creator and your intuition and your spirit guides and your guardian angels and your deceased loved ones and looking for a sign from the universe. And then the spirit guide card came out. So that's why I got to pull it back out again, because this is something for you to acknowledge, okay? Love, even if you don't know it, Saggies, let me tell you something about Sagittariuses. Y'all are very realistic. You live in a realistic time. Even if you're in the spiritual world, you still like, I got to see it to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Spirit wants you to just go off the energy of love. Love makes this world go around. And even though this world is going through some tough shit, you know what I'm saying? If we just soften our hearts a little bit more, use our discernment, talk to our creator, say affirmations, go out for a walk, ground ourselves, go to a park, it's nice outside, hug a tree, which I know sounds crazy, but just be in a grateful mode or mood for what your creator gave to us, it will soften you. And that is what your energy would push out. And right now they're showing me a blue aura, and the blueness is about your throat chakra, and that's all about your communication. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to really try to sit down before you have a conversation, maybe write it out, see how you can tweak some things. And Saggies, I know you're like, fuck no, I ain't doing that. But if you really want to see some change in your life, you got to start walking in your creator's footsteps. You got to take a step back. You got to see it from this spiritual point of view and not only from your point of view. You got to take back your power. Saggies, y'all are strong. People lean on y'all. Y'all are our rocks. You know what I'm saying? But when we come up from y'all, we want to hug. We want to pat y'all on the back, or want y'all to pat us on the back. We want compassion. You know what I mean? So you have to really dive into that part of you, okay? Sometimes you got to get out of your logic and get into your heart space. All right. So let me, what I channeled was a few words, which was quiet. The next one was judgmental. Now we all are judgy at some point in our lives, Spirit is just, for me to channel that, Spirit notices this with y'all. You see somebody and be like, ooh, why he got that on? Or why she got that on? Or look at her shoes. Or, oh my God, why her hair look like every little thing, things like that is kind of being judgy, you know what I mean? And again, you got to pull that energy back. You got to check your own self out. You got to pay it forward and say kind words and think kind words and let that kindness. Remember, we create our own reality, and it all starts with our thoughts. So we got to let that kindness come out through our thoughts so that the universe can give us kindness and soften us up and give us what we deserve. Because another thing I heard was happiness lies ahead. So Saggies, y'all are in some type of turmoil right now. And then even if it's not turmoil, y'all are in some type of dysfunctionalness, within your minds. Y'all are, some of you are sad, some of you are lonely, some of you are just unhappy, but you have to look at the little things and find happiness within the little things. You know what? Look at me. I don't want to get too personal, but I'm low on funds. And I am going through a transition myself right now. And I went through some dark days, but every day, because I went through those dark days, I try to catch myself when I wake up, and I meditate immediately. And in my meditation, before my meditation, I pray and I ask for, please, God, thank you so much for giving me a good day today. Please, can you give me a good day today? When you manifest, you got to say it as if you have it already. So usually when I write down, because I try to write almost every day. I don't do it every day, but you should try to write every day. You should have 2 books. You should have a book for your feelings. And it's okay to be angry and be dysfunctional and feel all your feelings, but get them out. Don't hold them in. Like they're showing me a mason jar right now. You know how tight that is? You could put something in a mason jar and have it for years, decades. Why would you want to hold all of that darkness in you? And a lot of you need to do some shadow work. I'm not a big person on shadow work. I need to do shadow work for myself, but I can guide you through it. And I can point you to the right resources for it. You know what I mean? Inexpensive too. You know what I mean? Some for free. If you want any advice, if you want me to hold your hand, but Saggies, I know y'all are not like that, but if you do want to reach out to expand this reading, you can hit me at moondanny1976@gmail.com and give me 48 hours to get back to you, because my life is crazy too. But even within that craziness, I stay within gratitude just to wake up every day and see my daughter. I'm so grateful for that. Just to put something in my mouth and I'm able to feed myself, I'm grateful for that. You know what I mean? Just to open my door. I'm grateful for my door. It's the little things, because when you start giving off that vibration, the universe goes, okay. Let's give her some gratitude back. And then all of a sudden you start seeing blessings just falling down on you. But you gotta take action. That's another. You had a lot of overall energy, a few things in that last reading, but one of them was to be grateful. Start being grateful out loud. Start appreciating. And I know a lot of y'all are very resistant, and a lot of you are gonna say, I am grateful, I am great. It's not enough. What you're doing is not enough. Okay? So just please, I don't want to harp on it, already 19 minutes, but please take my advice. The next thing I got was secrets. So a lot of you are holding secrets. Some of you are holding secrets. Some of you just holding on to things that you know. But again, how long you gonna keep that inside? Some of you are holding other people's secrets. That's fine if you keep those, you know what I mean? But you shouldn't be holding on to anything that's gonna make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? But you shouldn't be arguing about it either. You shouldn't be feeling annoyed about it either. But the bored, and here's the thing about the boredism. If you are bored, whether it's with a spouse or at your job or anywhere else, you have to look within you and you have to say, you know what, I want to get out this energy. That's the first thing you have to do. You have to want to get out of that energy. Saggies, you're comfortable in your zone, and it's very hard to pull y'all out. So the only one that could really do it is you. And if you want to see any difference, even your spirit guides cannot intervene. Your angels, none of them. They cannot intervene unless you take action. So just a little food for thought, okay? The next thing I heard was absorb/sponge, because there's the secrets. Y'all are good observers. 7 of Pentacles. Y'all didn't get that, but y'all are good observers. You take a lot of shit in. You take it in. But once you take it in, you kind of set it in stone. You make your own judgment call on it. And you shouldn't do that. Everything has two sides of the story. You know what I'm saying? But you got to listen you got to listen with your spiritual ears, and you got to want to know. You got to want to know. You got to want to know. You got to want to come to some mutual foundation, whether it's walking away from each other cordially or coming together as a team. And then if it comes to your career, if you bored with your career, that means it's time for you to get a new one. Okay? And how do you do that? Apply. There's mad jobs out there. You know what I mean? And Saggies, one thing, here's another thing I wrote down. After absorb and sponge, I wrote, Spirit told me mastermind. So y'all are a very, very smart collective. Very smart. I always say, if we was in a spiritual war, and my Capricorns would be in the boardroom and they would be drawing up the blueprint, but my Sagittariuses, y'all would be behind the rocks, like knowing how to street fight and knowing how to plan B and plan C and plan. Y'all are just good like that. You know what I mean? But when things are dysfunctional within your soul, your internal peace when someone messes with your internal peace, it kind of stays with you. You know what I mean? And you have to release it. And this is the time during this moon energy to release all of that negative energy. Mastermind. Y'all are masterminds. You are the magicians. The next thing I wrote down was party and events. The only advice Spirit has for you there is please stay safe. Don't think because of this shot or because you see people without masks. You wear your mask. You have your sanitizer. You have your wipes. You have your gloves. Okay? Gas stations, everywhere. Grocery stores, everywhere. Happiness lies ahead. I loved hearing that, because when I felt the energy of disgruntledness and judgmental and being angry and annoyed and bored, when I got to happiness lies ahead, I felt free. I felt like I could breathe. It didn't feel so stifling. So I love this for you, okay? The last thing I got was negative thinking or negative energy around you, okay? Sometimes, Saggies, you just have to learn how to pluck these people out of your life and deal with it later. Okay? Saggies, another thing is you are the head, either of the household, at the job, with your friends. Y'all are the leaders. Y'all are definitely fucking leaders. Okay? So I'm not saying get rid of everybody. I'm saying, like, come to your heart space. Communicate differently. You need a little, they're giving me that song, try a little tenderness. I don't know how, I'm not a singer. Something about tenderness, okay? You need to get more tender, heart space again. And you need to listen. You got to listen more. You got to open your spiritual ears, not your regular ears. So, again, after I scrapped that first video, I said I'm coming in with all oracle cards. I will give you like 3 regular tarot cards at the end, but this is all oracle overall energy cards. I just gave you a recap for the last reading that there was no sound to. So take from that, see what you could do, and see how you can better your life, okay? I wanted to put this back, but the first card that Spirit chose for you was take a step back. It says, take a step back. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. I love that, because that was what the last reading was about. It was time for you to take a step back, see it from another person's point of view, see it from your angels, your guides' point of view. Sit back, listen, meditate, and don't be so hasty. Spirit, can I get something else for the Saggies, please? And yes, I'm hearing a lot right now about like giving a chance, and then the Saggies are saying like, nah, I gave too many chances. Nah. I just feel like, Saggies, y'all are going against the grain. You have to be right, 5 of Swords. You want it your way or the highway. And you're not gonna see a lot of leeway like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying lay down and be a mat, and I'm not saying you have to go the other person's route. I'm just saying, like, pull your energy back. Get your energy together. Focus your mind. Thank you, angels, for helping me to focus on my priorities. That's another thing in the other video. I was telling you, write your priorities down. If you're in a relationship you don't want to be in, exhaust all your resources, counseling, a pastor, talking to a family member, talking to a third party, getting someone else's feedback. Communicate clearly, okay? Taking other people's advice, people that you trust, of course, but opening up a little bit more. And then if that doesn't work, start prioritizing so that you can give yourself a cap. Okay, I'm gonna be out of here in 3 months. I'm gonna save my money and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But then you gotta look for another home. You gotta look for another place to go. Some of you are moving. There's a lot of things you gotta do. So instead of sitting in this negative energy, start doing something about it. Write things down so it's tangible. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get something else for the... I saw it. I see it. Spirit animal. Thank you, animal kingdom, for blessing my path with love. Because right now, some of you are loving your cats, your dogs, your birds, whatever animal you got. Y'all, you feel like that is the thing, the animal, that the only animal you can trust. Right now, a lot of you feel like you can't trust anyone, you know, or you don't want to trust anyone. Y'all have this wall up and it's tight. All right, Spirit, one more. Just one more. Shine your light. Here we go. One more. Sagittarius energy, please. What do you want them to know? Wow. The miracle of prayer. Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. I love it. Sorry if I couldn't pronounce that name. Sandalphon. Pray. That's all I'm going to say on that. Bottom of the deck is the miracle of forgiveness. Thank you, Archangel Jeremiel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. Saggies, please, I don't even know if y'all really want to do that right now. And I know y'all are like, hell no. Sorry, it's about the cursing y'all, Spirit. But I know the Saggies is like, nah. And I don't really know. I don't really know what to tell you on that. Because if you're going to just not take the advice that Spirit is giving you, then why are you here for the reading? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what this relationship is about. This is not an oracle deck, but I did get the energy of that last reading that it had a lot to do with relationships. And remember, a relationship doesn't have to be with a spouse. It could be a relationship with your cousin, mother, brother, anybody. Someone out there is having father issues or missing their father, something with their father. You know what I'm hearing now? Use your heart and not your mind. I don't know the words. You got time and I got time. I think it's by SWV. Spirit, can you let the Sagittarius collective know what they need to hear from this deck, please? Sagittarius energy, please. Wow. Anything else? Sagittarius energy, please. And that was very specific that only 2 popped out. So, love yourself first. And it's so crazy that this card came out, because in that last reading, I was saying, you need to, what is your passion? If you're bored at work or bored with somebody or bored with your routine life, what is your passion? People used to say to me, Karen, what would you do that you would do every day and not get paid for it? And you know, I'm very talented. I'm a choreographer. I teach dance, all type of dance. I do hair. You know, I'm a communicator. So there's a lot for me that I would do. What would you do, Sagittariuses? Would you still drive that truck? Would you still be a nurse? Would you still work for HR? Would you still sell insurance? Like, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? So you got to find that niche, something that's in here, not up here, because you are masterminds. You can put anything together, but what makes you smile? You got to find that so that you can start diving back into you and getting some of this energy, this energy that don't belong around you or in you, away from you. Okay, so love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Everybody loves a good mani and petty. When you change your outfit and get a new outfit, a new shirt, a new do-rag, whatever, you feel a little bit more confident. That energy comes out of you. So that's what you need to do. You need to get out of this stagnant energy. And I don't think it's stagnant for no reason. I think it has to do with a lot of things. I think you are bored with your life, your routine life. I think you are bored at work. You know what I mean? I think you are lonely. I think a lot of you are annoyed. You know, more pay. That's what I'm just hearing. I know it's a lot going on, but you got to tackle one thing at a time. But with tackling one thing at a time, you got to be open to receive. Thank you, Spirit. The next one says, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. That's another thing I talked about in the other reading that you couldn't hear, is that there's a lot of negative thinking going on because y'all are holding on to a lot of stuff, a lot of past energy. Even if it's energy that you're in now, you're thinking woulda, coulda, shoulda, or I shoulda did this, or I shoulda made this decision. It's over. The past is depression. The future is anxiety. The right here, the moment right here is what you should be living in. Okay? Live in your happiness. And if you're not happy right now, you need to find it, because you're the only person that can do it. You got to take a leap of faith. You got to take action. The bottom of the deck says, again, it says, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, Spirit is just so on point. You experience more love in your present moment. That is so crazy. Tell me. Tell me that's not crazy. What up to my boy Nate? I know you a Saggy. I know you gonna be listening to this video. Please leave a comment. Tell me that you here with me. But tell me that ain't crazy. That was what that whole other video was about. That was just now what I talked about forgiving, about opening your spiritual ears, about pulling back, releasing this negative energy. Oh my gosh. That's it. I'm done with this. Not the reading. I'm just done with this because I know Spirit is just gonna hit you. Let's get an Archangel. Angel answers. Spirit, can you give the Saggy something out of here, please? The last reading that I can't post because you couldn't hear it, you did get the yes card. Yes, your dreams are coming true. You just got to give it there's some delays on it. The reason why there's delays is because of your energy that you're sending off. This signal is sending off annoyance, boredom, angry. You're just sending off not a good signal, so it's hard for the universe to really bless you right now. But the blessings are here. And success. And the last video I did pull about 4 cards. Let's see if you get the same ones or even some of them. That means Spirit really wants to get the message to you. I really hope my neighbor, I'm not loud because my neighbor, it is, what time it is? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3:11, okay? Synchronicities. In the last video, I was talking about synchronicities, 555, the number 7, whether it's 1707 or 7171, something with 777. 333 is always a big number for everyone. 1111 too. If you're seeing these synchronicities, Spirit is talking to you. And Spirit is trying to communicate and tell you the same thing that they're telling you with this reading. Helpful people. That's another thing. In the other reading, there was people. I talked about resources. I talked about people trying to help you, but your guard is up and you need to lower it. Okay, now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying lower your standards, I'm not saying lower your defense. Well, I am saying lower your defenses, but I'm not saying just give in. I'm saying sometimes you gotta breathe through the mess. Sometimes you gotta meditate. Sometimes you gotta let your guard down in order to hear the divine speaking to you. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get as many as you want to bring out? Wow. No. Even though you got the yes card, you got the no card too. So you're going to be like, so what is yes and what is no? I'll do a yes or no card at the end of this so you can ask your question. But right now, when something appears and if it doesn't feel right to you, say no to it. But Spirit is saying you're ready. You're ready for this new journey. This moon energy, the planet shifting, the people who are activated, everyone has these gifts. But if you're activated, that means you're ready to ascend. You're ready to make a change in your life. Some of you are introverting right now. You don't want people around you right now. You got a lot of thoughts going on. You got a lot of downloads. Spirit is downloading. Some of y'all are having crazy dreams. A lot's going on with the whole collective out there. But I could walk you through this process. Spirit could walk you through this process. But you got to be open to listen. And not just to listen. You got to be open to take the advice. Bottom of the deck is unlikely. And is there something that you need to reconsider? I can't give you advice on this because you know what your situation is. So is there something that you need to reconsider? And if there's a relationship, if this is about a relationship and you know that you want to get out and you don't want to reconsider that, but maybe you need to reconsider how you're doing it and how you're going about it. Choose a new direction. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right, we are using the Mystic Rebel deck. Yes, Spirit is saying to me now that some of you are really frustrated with your family. And they're saying lack thereof. So maybe you are feeling alone. Some of you are tired of being the head of everything. The head of the household. The head of the finances. The head. Some of you are tired. You want a break. Some of you need a vacation. Some of you could be going on vacation, but some of you need a vacation, like seriously. Spirit, what do you want them to know out of this deck, please? I'm seeing frying fish. So some of you fried fish, but fish also means abundance. So what's the first card? Expand your perspective. I cannot make this up. That last video was all about your perspective, taking another perspective, listening to other people, letting people are trying to help you, let love in, all of this stuff, y'all. And these cards are saying it's just mimicking that last video. Serenity. A lot of y'all need serenity in your life right now. Some of y'all are under like real constraint or pressure. Move through fear. Spirit, can I get 2 more, please? Sagittarius energy, please. 1 more. Thank you, Spirit. Detach and move on. That is your advice. Detach from this situation and move on. Okay. Compassion and unconditional love. Did I not say that earlier? I don't know if I said that in the other video, but I was trying to say, even if I said it earlier, y'all have to move into your heart space now. You need more compassion, not only for others, but for yourself. Okay? You have to soften up your energy right now in order to see this abundance. Abundance is not just with money. In order to see happiness, in order to feel happy, you have to start being grateful for the little things around you, for the people that is trying to help you. You got to have compassion. You just have to. Not for only for others, but for yourself, okay? The Psychic Tarot, let's see what they have for you. Look at this on the bottom of the deck already. And you did get in the last reading that had no sound. I'm sorry that I keep repeating that, but if you're just tuning in, the last recording that I did, it was 52 minutes and it ended up being silent. I didn't have my volume up, but you did get the 5 of Wands, and the energy that was so strong in the room, they was trying to say the 5 of Wands. For some of you, you are going back and forth with a spouse or a family member or with somebody. You are arguing or disagreeing all the time. But a lot of you, it was conflict of the mind. And look what's on the bottom of the deck. Mental conflict. Saggies, y'all are strong. You can get out of this energy. You can. You need to take a minute. Spirit, can I get something out of this deck, please? Shadow. You got to do your shadow work. You got to do your shadow work. You got to go within you. You got to meditate. You got to see what's going on. If you need my help on that, hit me at moondanny1976@gmail.com. Even if I'm not expensive at all, y'all. $15, $20. I'm not expensive at all. At least I could get you on a path, and then if you want to invest in yourself, then you can start paying big bucks. But I can even point you in the direction of who to see. But you got to do something. You got to see what the foundation of this annoyance is. And some of you are going to say, it's that person. Yes, that person, but there's some issues within you that you can't avoid anymore. Things are changing. The planets are shifting. You are shifting. You are changing into, it's like transformation. The Death card, shedding the old, coming into something new. Spirit, can I get 2 more, please? Truth. This is about speaking your truth. Number 20. So your number could be 2 or 0. You know, whatever it is, look up the angel number 2. Look up the angel number 20. Truth. This, to me, this is not, I know other tarotists look at these channels, but you know, everybody resonates with all these cards differently. To me, this is like the Ace of Swords or the King of Swords or some type of sword card, okay? A communication. What is your truth? What are you holding? Remember, I channeled and I wrote down secrets, you know, and also remember, I told you y'all are holding a lot of stuff in, but you got to release that. Y'all got to get that out. You should have a regular notebook and a manifestation notebook. Your regular notebook, you should just pour your feelings into that. You don't even have to date it, but you should every day write down how you're feeling, because you will feel lifted. You will feel better. Okay. And your manifestation notebook, you should write as if you have it. Thank you, God, for giving me this brand new truck. Thank you, God, for turning my finances around. Thank you so much, Source, for loving me unconditionally with compassion and everything else. Thank you, God, for showing me the way. That's how you need to write in order to manifest. But as you're writing, you gotta feel that. And Saggies, right now, y'all are hardened. I feel like y'all are hardened. Anything else, Spirit, in this deck? Positive movement forward. Positive movement forward. This is almost like the 8 of Cups, walking away from something. Okay, so if you want positive movement forward, you gotta walk away. Now, am I telling you to just grab your bags and leave tomorrow? No, I'm telling you to make it tangible and prioritize. Write things down. Know where you want to be in 2 weeks. Know how many checks you got to save up to get to wherever you getting. A lot of you are moving. Maybe y'all are downsizing. Who knows? But you got to write it down. You got to prioritize. Anything else, Spirit? And okay. Patience and planning. What is planning? Prioritizing. Patience and planning. Isn't that writing down? That's what you need. Here we go. That's Spirit putting its stamp on it. And that is number 7. Patience and planning. I would feel like that's the Temperance card. You don't have to agree. Don't kill me in the comments. Triumphant success. I love it. And this is also like the Ace of Swords or the King of Swords. The Ace of Swords, I would say. I love this. Financial and material changes. This is like the 5 of Pentacles, okay? But y'all are masterminds. You can fix this. You can take on an extra shift. You can take on a second job. You can do a side gig. You have the mind. It's the energy that you are in. Thank you, Spirit. All right, y'all. This is the last deck. This is the Energy Oracle card. And yes, I will give you a couple of tarots to see where this is going to lead us or end us or what advice they have to give to you. Spirit, can you please give us a couple from here, please? What do you want the Sagittarius collective to know? Communicate. Communication. That's right. A line of communication. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want the Sagittarius collective to know? The temple path, the temple path. This is about your spirituality. It's time for you to take that path and walk down that path. I'll read a little excerpt out of it for you, just a little bit. Spirit, can I get 2 more, please? Sagittarius energy. 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel. 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel. And this is talking about your throat chakra. Conversation. You have to communicate better than what you're doing now. 1 more, please. Thank you. Woman holding a heart. And in the last video, you got the Knight of Cups, which is somebody coming in who admires you, who's trying to give you their love, their attention. They're trying to give you some advice. They're trying to help you. But Saggies, you're not letting them in. Okay? Woman holding a heart. Thank you, Spirit. Bottom of the deck is the Garden and the Gate. The Garden and the Gate is about not being scared anymore to leave the gate and to roam through the garden. That garden is abundance. Remember, when I first started channeling, I wrote down, happiness lies ahead. That garden has your happiness in there, whether it's money, prosperity, happiness, not being lonely anymore. But you got to get out of your comfort zone, Saggies, your comfort zone. Oop, forgot about this. Sorry. Let me give you some of these. This is the spell casting deck. I just saw the butterfly, which is transformation, because a lot of us as the collective is changing. New careers, new friends, new everything. And it's okay, but it's about how you go about it. Well-being. If some of you out there needs a full body checkup, if you're sick, you will get better. You have to will yourself better. Okay? You will get better. Take your vitamins. It's time to detox. Is anybody out there taking a laxative? Are you eating salads? Are you eating greens? Are you cleaning out your system? This is something that everyone has to do. This is something that everyone has to do. Spirit, can I get 1 more, please? Your well-being has to do with your mental health too. Oh, man. Oh, man. I said I would read an excerpt, a portion of transformation, y'all. I can't even say any more on that, okay? 12. The temple path is about spiritual purpose and support. Okay? Support from your spirit guides and support from others, but you got to let them in. And number 39. Spirit just always comes through, y'all. Self-expression and speaking your truth. Wow. Spirit, can we give them some tarot, please? What do you want them to know? Can I get 3, please? I also didn't tell you that in the first video, I wanted to know what was going on with y'all, and Spirit gave 3 great cards. I don't remember one of them, but I know one of them was the Sun. And now I forgot the other one. But the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Things is gonna happen for you, Saggies, but you gotta loosen up a little bit. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm sure you don't need to be in this relationship and you gotta get out. It's not about whether being right or wrong. It's about fixing your energy first. It's about doing the shadow work. It's about meditating. It's about communicating clearly, okay? It's about putting your truth on the table, but being respectful about it. Spirit, can I get something for the Saggies, please? Sagittarius energy, please. Did I not tell you about the Seven of Pentacles? Seven of Pentacles is about being observant. Observing your money. Am I making too little? Have I been making this for a long time? Pentacles is about your home life. Do I want to be here anymore? It's fine to observe, but Saggies, you do speak your truth, but y'all don't put it on the table. Y'all hold a lot of stuff in. You know what I mean? And you hold your anger in, and some of you even hold on to grudges. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you are judgmental. You got to get out of that entire headspace. These flipped, but it's too many. I'll take this one. Everything is fine, y'all. It feels like daggers is in you, but you see what that card says? Everything is fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just a transformational time for you. But if you go against the energy is going to hurt. Don't go against the energy. Flow with the energy. Speak with your source. Sit still and listen. Let your spirit guides guide you. That's their job. Seven of Cups at the bottom. A lot of opportunity out there. A lot of options, opportunities. But this could be about illusions. You know, you might hear something or see something or feel something and make it into something that it's not. You know, but in order to get down to the bottom of it, you're going to have to communicate clearly. You're going to have to ask questions. You're going to have to listen with your spiritual ears. Spirit, can I get two more, please? Saggies, what advice do you want to give them? Advice? Get out this energy. I told you. Spirit wants you to get out of this energy, whether it's a relationship, co-workers, a job. They want you to do it the right way. They want you to stop being angry. They want to bless you. Your blessings are being delayed at this point. It's not that they're not there. They're there, but you got to take a step back. You got to look at the picture in a different way. You got to take a breather. You got to calm your emotions down. You know what I'm saying? I know, Saggies, y'all are realists. Y'all are realists. You know, I see it when I believe it type people. I get it. But some things you can't see. Sometimes you got to go off the energy. And that starts with your energy. Queen of Wands. She's very passionate. You know, she's a go-getter. You know what I mean? Saggies, I feel like y'all do embody the Queen of Wands. You know, y'all when you put your mind to something, you put your mind to something. And you get it. You know, the last reading was a little bit about being bored. If you're bored at work, start applying to different jobs. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're bored or you want something different, start looking within you and seeing what makes you happy. Maybe you like to garden. Maybe you like to make jewelry. You know what I mean? Maybe you like to do hair. You know, maybe you like to do other things. Try doing other things. Go sit in a park. Go take a walk in a park. Get some fresh air so some new ideas can come your way. Seven of Cups back at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, can I get something else? Seven of Swords. Now, let me tell you something. In the last reading, this was one of the last cards that you got that was on the bottom of the deck. And I was asking you, Saggies, is this you? Seven of Swords is about deceit. It's about lying. It's about lies. It's about being a thief. And I'm not calling y'all thieves, but is this deception around you or within you? You have to ask yourself. And then you want to know what your advice would be for that. If it's around you, you got to really sit down with the person and say, listen, this is what it is. And you can't be nasty about it. You can't. Spirit, God, the universe, they don't pick up on vibrations like that. The universe picks up on vibrations like that. And all they do is give you nastiness back. But your spirit guides, They don't want to hear shit like that. They don't want you to go into a conversation rude, mad, angry. You know what I'm saying? Just, you're going to have to surrender. Let go and let God. Your creator, your source, your God. Let go and let source. You got this in the last reading, 9 of Pentacles. This is here for you. If Saggies, let me tell you, some of you make good money. Some of you don't. But the 9 of Pentacles is about independence. I did it. I got this on my own. I. Usually this is a good card. But if you are trying to stand out from the crowd, or if you want to do everything by yourself, you will not get far. Everyone needs help. Everyone. 5 of Cups. Are you living in the past? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Woe is me. You can't change the past. So you need to live for the present moment. All right, Saggies. I told you I'll give you a yes or no. This is your time while I'm shuffling to ask your question. Please ask your question. This is my yes or no deck. Spirit. What is the answer? What is the answer? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. And you also got the yes card in the other deck, too. I love it. Oh, and look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Looks good. Another yes. I love it. Okay, Saggies, if you want a short reading, a mini reading, a full reading, mediumship reading, hit me up at moondanny1976@gmail.com. Again, I am very affordable. Please press like, leave a comment, press subscribe, and understand that this reading was to help you and not hinder you or not offend you or anything. I love you. Y'all are very strong. You have a great future ahead of you. But you just got to tweak some things, okay? I love you. Danny Moon, I'm out.